Try not to cuss at all, okay? You got that?
No cussing.
Christian Minecraft channel. Alright, now we gotta do the live scene. 1. Now we're up and running. So today we're reacting to what's your most traumatic experience, but I want to see the original video. This clip went super viral. This clip got 9 million views on TikTok. This clip we're gonna see, it's 24K here, I understand, but on TikTok this has 9 million.
No,
views.
I've seen this.
Can I know like the most? Oh, nice to meet you. My name is Christopher. I'm not shaking your hand. What's my most traumatic experience? I don't know, but I know what yours is.
Bro, this shit's so hard.
It gets better and better and better, I promise you. So, I don't know if he shows, but they come back and they press him. Those guys that he swung on, they come back and they press him at the GameStop.
To make, but it's been a pretty crazy weekend,
This is the man
and
himself,
here we
Mr.
are.
Dude.
I'm gonna start this off from the very
Was he already famous?
No, not really. But what do we think of this video? What do you think about this?
Can I know like the most?
Pretty epic,
nice
right?
to meet you. My name is Christopher. I'm not shaking your hand. What's my most traumatic experience? I don't know, but I know what yours is.
I think, what do you think? W or L?
W Mans.
W Mans? Yeah, so far I don't see anything wrong with this. I mean, he knocked someone's phone out of their hand. Whatever.
He didn't punch him in the face?
Beginning.
We don't know.
I'm willing to bet that
he claims to have knocked the phone out of their hand. That's what he claims to have done.
reasonable amount of you have seen this video on either TikTok or Twitter. What's my most traumatic experience? I don't know, but I know what yours is. So as you can see, the main subject of this video is obviously me. My name is Ben. I go by
Ben,
the
you gotta
alias
start mewing, brother.
Goop Videos on YouTube. So let me add a little bit of context to this situation, because I was not even aware that this video went viral. I was actually at a mall and a Hot Topic employee was like, "Yo, I saw you on TikTok," and I'm like, "What?" Yeah, I don't even use TikTok, so I wouldn't have known. Anyway, I want to talk about
That was the fakest.
what happened that day, what transpired, and what led up to those events. So let's start back on the actual day that it happened. It happened on Sunday, June 30th, 2024. This was 2 weeks ago at the time that I'm recording this. So while I was
remember stuff like that.
on my way to Men's Warehouse, I dropped my partner off
Well,
at
it sounds
the mall
like it was
so they can go
traumatic for him.
shopping and, look around. And while I'm getting fitted, my partner calls me and is like, "Hey, these kids or these guys or whatever were like filming me with a phone and were asking me about like what was my most traumatic experience." And then they started making fun of me for it. Before I go any further,
They asked his partner, "What's your most traumatic experience?" and they made fun of her. Them. Sorry.
Bro, so
the clip.
they deserve to get that shit.
Right.
There's no context. They just posted that clip and everyone's like, "Damn."
Of what my partner was referring to.
This is so funny. This is the video. This video is so good. Have you seen the video? This is why he swung on them. This is why he
Can I
swung.
ask you a question for an interview? Alright.
Asking NPCs their most traumatic events.
Crystal, what's the most traumatic event that you went through in your life?
That's a hard one. I've been through a lot. I would say
You poor victim.
probably when my mom threw a lot of shit around in the apartment and just broke a lot of stuff.
Also, you gotta love the fact that the caption headline said, like, asking NPCs what their most traumatic experience was. Really good idea.
This dude sees this TikTok. He's like,
I'm on his side.
"You're on his side?
Yeah.
Womp womp. Over womp womp."
Yeah.
Not only you downplaying people's abuse, but you're also dehumanizing them, so...
You're downplaying my abuse and dehumanizing me. Womp womp. It's the real world. Nobody cares, Goop.
Okay, but you know what he did? What's my most traumatic experience? I don't know, but I know what yours is.
A man of action.
Yeah.
I would respect the valor. He didn't fight any of them. He wasn't willing to either.
Good job on that. There's so many things wrong with this video. I don't even know where to start.
What's wrong with that video? That was hilarious.
Yesterday, but my partner had told me everything
I'm
about
on Christopher's side.
The
bro.
short end is, you can see, they asked my partner about a traumatizing experience that they had. My partner answered honestly, and then their response was womp womp, which I don't think
not
it's a
on my
stretch
account.
to say
Not
that's
on my
in
account.
really poor taste, and also just like really downplaying somebody's abuse. And my partner has been through a lot of that. My partner went through about 20 years worth of physical,
Pause it, unpause it,
mental,
react.
and verbal abuse from multiple.
Okay, womp womp, because who the fuck hasn't?
Yo, don't curse.
Okay, who the frick hasn't? Everyone has abuse, yo. I think it's all valid, but nobody cares, and you have to realize that nobody cares. So why are you sitting there talking about it? Because nobody gives a fuck.
Family
Right?
members. So,
Womp. I'm on Womp Womp's side because I think bro is being a baby.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, bro's a huge baby.
No,
Bro's a man child.
no, I respect him going after his boy girl feelings or whatever. That was pretty hard. But hold on, look.
Okay. Listen, hold up.
answered honestly, and then their response was womp womp, which I don't think it's a stretch to say that's in really poor taste, and also just
It's hilarious.
like really downplaying somebody's abuse. And my partner has been through a lot of that. My partner went through about 20 years
Who hasn't?
worth
That's
of
what I just
physical, mental, and verbal abuse.
Buddies, so have we all. So has everyone else. You're not special.
Everyone's abuse is valid, but nobody gives a fuck.
Listen, the difference between us and you, Goop, is everybody goes through that abuse. We just don't decide to become professional victims about it.
Everyone fucking goes through shitty ass things, dude.
Everybody's going through things they don't talk about. We suck it up and we overcome. We don't give in. Whenever you go in based off emotion like that, first of all, when you're acting out of logic, you're being smart. When you're acting out of emotion, you're thinking like a chick. So Goop got all emotional. He got all in his feelings like a girl. And he ran over there like a male Karen, slapping phones out of people's hands over Womp Womp.
No, that was W. But him caring about it after the fact.
It was W for content, but
No, it's W.
You haven't seen the rest of this video.
What if someone did that to your girl?
I'd look at her, I'd say Womp Womp.
I don't know. That man guy, lady.
Maybe next time my girl will learn not to open up to strangers. From filming on TikTok.
Fair.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you talking to other
family
dudes?
members.
Right?
So this is pretty bad. I didn't want to take this lightly. Like, my partner should not have to be afraid to go out in public, especially to like a public mall, and be afraid of people making fun of, or downplaying
That's life.
their abuse.
It's like that everywhere. For
Yeah,
everyone.
after I was done, I
should have known when those two little
Crystal,
fucking goons walked up to
and
you
I happened
and said, "What's your most traumatic experience?" I would have known it was gonna be some bullshit.
to run into these guys. I had never seen them before. I don't know any of their names, except for one. The frilly-haired dude that I talked to, he said his name was Christopher.
That's his
I don't know
Sasuke.
if that's his real name. I don't care if that's his real name. But anyway, from the description that Crystal had given me over the phone, I was like, oh, that's got to be them. Then, of course, I approached them, and then the video that's been blowing up on Twitter, TikTok, and other platforms or whatever, this happened.
But you want to go pick out a shirt?
Do I have to?
I think we fine. Speed streams shirtless. Why is Chris with you, dog? They're calling you Chris Tyson, bro.
Who's Chris Tyson?
That's not good. We'll react to Chris Tyson after this.
My name is Christopher.
You gotta get a buzz cut, basically.
What's my most traumatic experience? I don't know, but I know what yours
Chris
is.
Hey, fuck you guys, fucking faggots. I can't say that.
I was told in elementary school you can only say it if you are one.
Bro, you're a fucking 5-year-old.
That's what I was told. It made sense to me.
So I can say the N-word?
I don't think so, though.
What if I say it?
So a lot of people were confused
say it?
as to
Then
why
you'll
I
say
did
it.
this.
That's the
Obviously,
same thing.
So now you know why, because they messed with my
I think
partner
language is
down.
very important. I think the things we say are very important. I think words affect matter, and I think your thoughts affect your biochemistry.
YOLO, bro. Watch your tone. I'll tickle you. Shut up. I'm gonna tuck you in and give you a bedtime story. New career.
After Mr. Beast, dude, we're going for React content. React content goes hard.
Mr. Beast just got canceled, I think.
Chris return. What were we talking about?
Wasn't you
and I
talking
wasn't
about
gonna
little
take
boys?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you guys are
they
crazy
would
if
never
I'm
take
talking
that
to little
lightly.
boys.
Especially
I am a little
for
boy.
somebody that I love dearly and has been through like, hell and back for most
So is everybody, bud. Y'all aren't special.
of their life. A lot of people were speculating that, after
This guy has what I like to call special snowflake syndrome. Most of everybody's life is very similar. We all like to think we're special and unique, and that's fine. And I'm a big component in thinking you're special and unique. But I feel like you should have a lot of things to back that up. If you can't write down what makes you so special and unique, you might not be.
Everyone's like, I like this and this, and I do this.
I like these things. I'm so special and unique. Oh, yeah, Deftones? Oh, wow.
Wow, you have OCD? Oh my god.
Oh, bipolar depression? Yeah. So, yeah.
Wow, you think the government sucks?
So this guy voted for Biden. You can tell. So, oh man, just wait. They pull up at the GameStop and they throw stuff at him, and he does nothing about it. Then
I dropped the camera out of his hand and I kicked this dude's ass or whatever. That's not what happened at all. I'm going on record now saying I am not hard in the slightest. I don't go out looking for fights. I don't really like to fight.
couldn't
I'm
be
not
me,
really-
little bro. Couldn't be. That's so perfect. It's a perfect pause. Keep that.
Bro. I'm not hardest in the slightest. New Chris return. You really wanted that Mr. Beast challenge. Can we play Swarm Simulator again? What's that?
I hope Swarm Simulator is where we pull all the ads in World of Warcraft.
Babes are bad for you.
Brother, stop reading chat. We're reacting to the video. If you want to read chats, do it on your phone.
Even good
Oh yeah,
at
my phone's
fighting.
plugged in now.
And then also, I don't like it. Yeah, stay in frame. It makes the VOD crappy when you're not in frame.
I'm in frame.
Beautiful.
I'm literally just an overweight white dude from Long Island suburbia. Did not
Hype
grow up
yourself
hard. I
up a
didn't
little
grow up
bit,
in
at
Queens or the Bronx or Brooklyn or anything like that. I don't know what it's like to be hard. Okay, I never really had to fight that much as a kid.
Bronx or
What I will
Brooklyn?
say is I was bullied a lot as a kid, and eventually
We can tell!
Oh, really?
I got sick of it, and ever since then, if I know that like I'm being picked on or somebody that I love is being made fun of or picked on, I'm not going to take that sitting down. So I went up to these guys, because from the
fair.
description that Crystal had given me, it was like, well, are these guys
That's what I was saying from the
teenagers?
beginning.
I don't know. When I got a closer look at Christopher, or whatever his name is, the frilly-haired dude, I noticed he had a tattoo on his arm, so I'm like, okay, he couldn't have been a kid. But they did have like
I
a
feel like
five.
Womp Womp is not that deep. To have your whole world shattered over Womp Womp.
Yeah.
Like you can't let that affect you. Like imagine letting somebody else's actions affect yours. Imagine letting another human being, their thoughts, their actions, and their words affect the way you move. Like by any means, just like manipulation, insults. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild to me. I just feel like that's for me. That's like what separates like a free thinker and not. It's like, do you let your emotions rule you?
Because they do look like kids, bro. You could have ran up, smacked the fuck
Those
out
kids
of
are
a
in
kid.
high school, bro. Come on now.
Womp womp.
Over Womp Womp, brother. Like, how old are you? You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Rolled with them,
He's on the
which
other side of the mall.
apparently-
He's all running. He's speed walking
Naruto
over
running.
there. He's speed walking over there.
Bro, no, she showed him that TikTok. They showed them that TikTok. They were probably crying, right? He seen that. He probably said, hit the Naruto run with the theme song on in his earbuds.
apparently is the dude's cousin, and I don't know why. That just
wrong
really
with your
hurts me.
eye?
It's like, why are you out
Streaming's
here,
hard.
like, asking really personal questions, and then making fun of people for their answers? And you have your 5-year-old cousin with you. Like, that's like corrupting a young mind. Like, that's just disgusting.
They're just
So
making
all
some
that really
content,
happened-
little bro.
Yo,
Womp
the
womp.
5-year-old doesn't know what the fuck just happened at all.
Bro.
It's not like your girl.
He's getting on their head. He's getting on their head. He's like, you're corrupting a young mind. Womp womp. Over womp womp.
But like, there's no way your girl just bust up crying. Like it's not like she's walking away crying or nothing. Like,
Isn't this situation so complex? Because on the one hand, it's like, defend thy lady's honor. On the other hand, it's like,
that man.
no, on the other hand, yeah. On the other hand, it's like, on the other,
Them.
on the other hand, it's like, so on the one hand, it's like, defend your homie's honor, right? Or it's like, don't be a clown. I feel like nothing is worth it, because like, stay out of jail, you know what I mean? I feel like it's not worth starting this confrontation, bro. Like, it looks like everybody got off scot-free. Nobody's facing any charges. Looks like everybody's chilling.
You know, he thinks that was like the coolest moment of his whole life.
I'm glad I hope it turned out okay.
And in the
Is that-
video,
is
At
that
the same time, he needs to know you can't go around slapping phones out of people's hands.
Mr. Goop, is that your first time being in a fight? If you can call it that.
I just feel like people that are emotional, people that
Do you think
Let-
Mr. Goop's ever been in a fight?
No.
Okay, case closed.
I think people that are emotional and people that let their emotions rule their actions.
Can I have this?
Yeah. I think people that are emotional and that they let their emotions rule their actions are dumb. I think you gotta come from a logical spot in your life and in your brain.
So you can smoke on live stream, but you can't cuss?
Yeah. Because you could be smoking anything right now. It's just a little shisha. Are they all on your head?
What's title?
Oh, what's the video title? The video title is "What's your most traumatic experience?" But tell them not to call you Chris. What do you want them to be called?
I don't care what the fuck they say.
All right, bro.
It's
you're Chris.
Hey, it's Ronnie, but
I'm gonna open the stream.
I got it on my phone.
I just copied the title of the video. I'm gonna link it in chat. Yo, I think I just saw Jack Sparrow in One Piece.
Yeah.
I think I just saw Jack Sparrow. I'm linking the video. This is the video we're reacting to. Oh, yeah. I mean that's the name of it. Come on, look that up. You'll find it.
They're calling me Chris.
That's not good.
I don't know who Chris is.
That's good. Okay. So we're still reacting. So look, you just know the lore. There's more.
Bro, I'm a Chandler.
Listen, what? I'm
I'm
a Chandler. Tell him. Say it.
Hey, I don't know what y'all talking about, bro, because me and Chandler were tight. We're like this.
Getting like I say, I'm a Chandler.
I'm Chandler.
no, I went up to the dude. I said,
Wait, look, I'll go on my phone.
Oh, you're gonna read chats?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, wait, so you just know the lore. There's more to the story. Look, there's 9 more minutes of video. Do you know that?
9 more?
Yeah, this guy stays at the mall. The homies pull up with some boys, and they're like, "Hey, yo, I heard you slapping phones out of people's hands."
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
my whole
how many
80s
subscribers
one-liner
you
or
got?
whatever. And there's
Yeah.
another thing about that,
Nice.
because a lot of people in the comments were like, that line goes so hard. It only goes as hard as it does because I had time to think about it. Like, I was literally planning it in my head. That's how
Premeditated.
little fighting experience I had. It's like, well, if I'm not going to fight this, I might as well make a meme.
Wait.
So that was really my intention.
Nerd
The
emoji,
line
nerd
goes
emoji.
so hard.
Chat,
It only
spam
goes
nerd
as hard
emoji.
as it does because I had time to think about it. Like, I was literally planning it in my head. That's how little fighting experience I had. It's like, well, if I'm not going to fight these guys,
I
might
guessed
as well
it.
make
I
a
guessed
meme.
it spot on.
So that was really my intention, and I'm glad that it's paid off because 7 million people seem to love that line. I might actually print some t-shirts of that if anyone would be interested, but I'll get to that later. So all I did was I knocked...
He wants to make t-shirts of him knocking the phone out of the people's hands. You hear me?
Southeast Disc Slingers. Is he like a diddler or something?
the camera out of the dude's hand, and I threw it back at the frilly hair dude. I didn't swing on these guys, I didn't punch them or anything. Also because, listen, I know I said I'm from Long Island, but I currently live in the middle of nowhere in Connecticut. And this is the only mall within a 20-mile radius. There's not a lot to do around here, and the last thing I want is to be on the security's bad side. Okay, so I didn't want to start a huge fight.
Yeah, sure.
But what I wasn't going to do was...
Anything you can find. Everything on the bed is pretty clean.
Do you have a vape charger? How long is this video?
We 8 more minutes, but it gets good, bro.
No,
The dudes.
but how long is it total?
It's a 15-minute video. But listen, I'll spoil it if you're getting bored.
No, I want to say something about it.
Yeah. The spoilers are good.
You made a 15-minute long video over Womp Womp.
You made a 15-minute video over Womp Womp.
I don't know where my shit went. What?
Womp Womp.
you know, turn the other cheek. This is something that is not okay, will never be okay to me. You made fun of my partner's abuse. If I'm not gonna kick these guys' asses,
This guy's such a dork! He made fun of my partner's abuse.
Bro, it looked like you walked out the toilet, like out the bathroom as a kid at school with toilet paper on your shoe. Guys.
Stuck to his pants.
There was also 5 of them. Like, it didn't
Wait, I
seem
wanna look
like
at
if I
his
tried
room.
to start a fight, the odds would have been in my favor.
5 on 1 ain't
I
nothing
know
to
this
me.
may sound like I'm really stretching, like not to sound like a complete
Bro, the
pussy,
TV
but
in the
this
background is
honest to
crazy.
God truth. Like, by the time I got up to him, I could tell Christopher or whatever probably wasn't a teenager because of his tattoo. I don't know how old the rest of the dudes were. He was saying the cameraman was 12, which was complete bullshit. That guy was twice my size. There was
Big
no way he
12-year-old.
was 12. The only obvious minor
He
in
was
that
12?
situation was the 5-year-old. After that, they were like, come on, come back, come fight us. And I wasn't fucking having it. So after they asked me to come back and fight them, I was like, no, screw you, and I mooned them. Like, I pulled my pants down and showed them my butt cheeks. And I'm gonna go on record saying that was not directed at the kid. I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yo.
Also, in hindsight, if I was unsure if they were teenagers, that probably
you
also
mooned
wasn't the best idea. I don't
Over
think
Womp
anybody
Womp.
in that party was a teenager. I don't buy that the cameraman was 12 years old. You can't see the
Dude, how old
cameraman,
are you,
but I can
5?
tell you...
He has no sense of humor.
How old are you? 5? You mooned them?
It was like a whole funny TikTok. It was like a hilarious situation. It was a huge learning experience for all of you. And he's throwing a fit about it. Life's coming to humble this man.
That guy was twice my height. Like, I'm a short dude. And that was not a 12-year-old. Anyway, in hindsight,
Self-deprivation and humbleness are not the same thing.
I probably shouldn't have mooned them, but it is what I did, because
I'm
it was
gonna
basically
Dr.
my
Pepper,
way
you
of
want?
saying, like, no, I don't want to fight you,
Yeah.
just get out of my face.
Positive
The
you got
mooning
something
was
to say.
not directed towards the kid, it was directed towards curly-haired guy, as I'll call him. Dude, I'm really sorry that your cousin had to see that, like, truthfully, but you were going around the mall harassing people, harassing my partner. The fact that you had a kid
And you
there
know
was
what you
not my
did?
problem. He just got in the way of our argument.
And you know what you did, bro?
What do you do?
You fucking mooned them.
So what about the mooning?
You could have just smacked their phone, and then it'd be cool. And then they're asking, bro, is someone
I
asking?
got another reaction out of
You
it.
could have actually fought them.
I don't like mooning.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I grew up with it.
That's
I'm a bit older than you. I'm from 2002. So in the 90s, mooning was a very regular thing. They did mooning on Friends and stuff. They tried to normalize it. But here's the thing for me. Anything that can be classified as degenerate behavior, I hate it. Anything that can be classified as degenerate, I try to stay away from it.
Oh, I don't even know what degenerate is.
It means like stupid, retarded. Degenerate is like, for me, it's like fighting or doing illegal shit that could end you up in jail. Just like not playing the game of life, like for real. Like you got to make moves. You got to build motion. You got to stop thinking about it and you just got to make it happen. And it's like people will refuse to do that, like take a shot on like what they think they could do. And I feel like so many people are just sitting on winning tickets over like what's it called? Insecurity.
So then afterwards, I found my partner in GameStop, and this happened.
Did I grab my phone like that? Hold on. Yo, stay right there. Come on, come outside.
Come outside.
Come outside. Come outside, GameStop.
Don't get your little digital clicks and all your bullshit.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm gonna punch you in your face. Come outside the store so I can punch you in your face.
Fuck you, how old are you?
Come outside. Come outside then.
No, fuck you.
Come outside. I'm gonna punch you right in your fucking face. Come
I
outside.
have something to say. These two people are genuinely very ill. They're making content over like vulnerable people. These people, they don't want to be on camera. You know what I mean? They're at this point, they're just trying to get away from the situation.
Pussy. Yo, what if I just punch you?
What?
I should just punch you right now. You just pulled your ass out in front of a 5-year-old. You fucking pedo.
Dude, I ain't no pedo. I thought
Fuck you talking about.
This is my favorite
You
part
a
of the
fucking
video.
weirdo. Fuck you. Fucking bitch. Fuck you.
This is now his most traumatic experience.
That's my favorite part of the whole video. I'm so glad he kept this in here. Look at this. He sees him pick it up. He knows he don't need that shit.
In front of a 5-year-old. You fucking pedo.
Dude, I ain't no pedo. I thought
Fuck you talking about. You a fucking weirdo. Fuck you. Fucking bitch. The fuck up, nigga. You a
Quit
weirdo.
throwing
You
that
just pulled
shit.
your ass out. You just pulled your ass out.
What are you gonna
in
do
front of a
about
little kid. Shut the fuck up.
The worker's like, just give me the box.
I should punch you in your shit, you bitch ass.
So as you can see, I really was adamant
Weak
about
stance,
really
brother.
not trying to start
Arms
any
up.
more fights.
Take your-
Like he
take
was
your
really
shots.
adamant about like come out and fight me and all that, and I was just like, no, I am done with you.
I'm so
I was
glad
trying
this isn't
best
my
to keep
little brother.
cool in that situation, and he kept throwing
was on this track,
unpaid merchandise at the GameStop we were at.
What's
Like
your
stuff
most-
he didn't even pay for.
What's
Like if
Nick's
he had
most
broken
traumatic
any of that stuff, then
experience?
he would have had to pay for that. And afterwards, the GameStop employees were actually like,
Here's why trauma isn't valid. Trauma is super invalid. Because
It's only
there's
valid to you, but you shouldn't go around and fucking...
there's people in Syria, they just woke up, half their family just got bombed. Their house got bombed. They have nothing, they have to go work a 20-hour shift so they can bring back one loaf of bread to share with their family.
You have to be happy no matter what
Yeah.
position you're in.
The human brain cannot feel depressed and grateful at the same time. You have to be grateful for a roof, you have to be grateful for anything you can. If you cling to gratefulness, it's impossible to be depressed.
thank you for calling him out on that. I don't understand what this guy's mentality is. First of all, trying to call me a pedo because, you know, he had his 5-year-old cousin with him. Meanwhile, all you're doing is hiding behind your 5-year-old cousin,
looks like
trying
he
to
wants
make
to
me
see
look
the
like the
5-year-old
bad guy.
cousin.
Meanwhile, you're going
Say
around
it
making...
into the mic. Are you gonna say it to him or are you gonna say it about him?
He looks like he wants...
Why don't he's probably gonna see this. Say it to him.
Bro, it looks like you want to see your 5-year-old cousin. Sorry.
people's abuse.
You seem like
and teaching
that guy,
this kid.
not in a good way.
I stopped roasting people on their appearance, low key. I just feel like it's childish for whatever reason, but
Fair.
yeah.
Chris.
Kid that that's okay to do, and
Yeah,
that's
said it to chat.
it's not okay.
Chris.
Who's really more in the wrong here? I think, in a lot of sense, if we were to compare the two, we're both in the wrong. I probably shouldn't have mooned him, especially if there was a kid around him. But Again, it was not directed towards the kid. It was directed at you, dude. Furthermore, you went
But
into
everybody can
GameStop
see
try-
it.
End of the day, you shouldn't be mooning a kid. You shouldn't be you shouldn't be publicly exposing yourself.
You should have been like, "Fuck you, bitch," and walked away. If anything.
I'm glad he didn't, like, I don't know, I'm glad the situation worked out the way it did, but at the end of the day, this is just an example on why you can't act out of emotion. I'm kind of glad they threw a box at him, because they slapped the phone out their hand. Like, he needs to know he can't be going around acting however he feels like. Like,
Yeah.
they did everything within the rules of society. I'm sure they asked if they wanted to be in a TikTok camera. You know what I mean? A TikTok clip. I'm sure they're like, hey, can you do a TikTok? What's your most traumatic life event? What? Like, it's funny. It's a gag. Like, it's a joke, bro. It's a joke, bro.
trying to make yourself look like
Learn how to take a joke, brother.
the better man because
Like, this guy's, like, not smart.
WPDX Mark L Goop videos.
Yeah. How does Goop have more subs than me?
I could tell. He was trying to make me throw a punch at him. He was trying to make me look like the bad guy. Meanwhile, you were doing a pretty good job doing that.
You're 30.
He's the bad guy. Goop is the bad guy. Goop's an emotional man child.
Goop, all your subscribers, your 37.8 thousand subscribers are all exactly like you. You found 37,000 friends because they're all exactly like you.
I think he's an emotional man. He acts out of emotion and not logic, and I think that's weak.
Your subscribers are all bronies.
His subscribers are all bronies. That's the best way of putting it. Do you agree? Am I crazy?
No, I just agree.
He's a man child. He needs to learn how to control his emotions and act out of logic.
On your own. You were throwing unpaid merchandise that you didn't even pay for at me.
Nerd emoji!
Security was called, and you guys left before security could even go. I stayed and talked to security and gave them my entire side of the story. I told them truthfully. I told
What
them
a good boy. Look, this was him talking to security. Like, he was like, you know, that's exactly how he was like, yeah, bro. And they were like all up on me.
everything that I did. And I said, if you need me to leave,
You have
I
to-
will.
you
And
have to
security
make this a YouTube
was kind
video.
enough to say, no, you can
That's
stay.
what I was saying.
We're going
Should
to
we go
kick
live
these
or should we
guys
go
out.
good?
Which goes to
can't
show that
post your
these
lives?
guys
I
probably
can, but they go in a
already
different
didn't
section.
have.
But can't you just clip the whole thing?
Yeah, and then re-upload it. But then I'm gonna have to delete it from the live section. You see how there's a live section and there's a video section?
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
So just make it 2 videos.
Like, what 2 video? Oh yeah, we'll end the live. Oh, but then have one in live and have one in videos is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense. So we're probably. Oh, I just opened the stream again like a dummy. But what's up? You think we're done reacting to this?
A
No,
good
there's still 4 more
relationship with
minutes.
security at this mall to begin with. So,
And then use the same experience.
you know, they
for the
probably
same
knew
title.
that they were in
Yeah,
hot water. Like, they just wanted to take any
Yeah, for when you
opportunity to
video
make
it
me
too.
look like the
'Cause
bad
then
guy before they
Once people search
left
up what's your most
between their,
traumatic
with
experience,
their tails
that's gonna
between
come
their
up
I'm
legs.
gonna do what's your most
You know,
traumatic
and
experience?
security
PDX
just
Smart
gave them the
React.
boot. Alright, so that's basically all that happened that day on June 30th. Now let's fast forward to yesterday. So I'm at a
Or
mall,
just put
different
reaction.
mall this time, and a Hot Topic employee goes, yo, I've seen you on TikTok, and I'm like, what?
Of course, he's at Hot Topic. Bro, how old is Goop? Dude, Hot Topic's for minors.
Oh, I think I've been in a Hot Topic like once or twice.
Hot Topic's for minors, bro. It's weird in there. Have you been to Hot Topic?
I went to Spencer's.
Hot Topic's like
It-
Spencer's, but Hot Topic is girly Spencer's. Hot Topic is girly Spencer's.
Yeah, I just thought goth bitches went to Hot Topic.
I don't know.
So I had no idea about this. I don't
Maybe I'm
use
just getting
TikTok,
old.
so there's no way I would
And
have
all the
known.
dykes, they go
When
to
they showed me the
Spencer's.
video, I'm like, oh yeah, that's that fight I got into, 2 weeks ago. So my
Yeah,
initial
you got into a
reaction
fight,
was,
big
wow,
deal.
it's got like 2 million views on TikTok. And then I found out that on Twitter it was reposted by a guy named Fearbuck, and as of now it almost
He's a
has
fighter,
8
Ronnie.
million views. The caption was initially, bro pulled up out of nowhere and crashed onto the camera man for no reason.
The one time the cameraman gets hurt.
Bro crashed out on the cameraman for no reason. Absolutely.
Yeah, why wouldn't he do it to...
That's absolutely what happened.
I didn't even think about that. Why didn't he just smack the other guy? The one asking you the question. The cameraman
This guy's like a wild animal, bro. An emotional wild animal. How is he out here smacking phones out of people's hands, getting all up in their business?
Is this
we're letting him roam
wait?
free.
Is this just Clash or World of Warcraft on your phone?
No, this is World of Warcraft for free.
Oh,
I muted it. Bottom left. I gotta piss so bad.
I did this because I was defending my partner. So I quickly gave context about the situation. I posted a comment saying, you know, what really happened. And then after that, I went on my own Twitter page, told my side of the story. I know that's what I'm doing now, but not long after I discovered like that this had blown up on TikTok, I was pretty much already on my way to a show. So I didn't have time to make this video today, that's why I am. But I figured that while I was driving that I put out like a short video
I hate concerts
explaining
and shows.
like what had
That stuff's for
happened while it was
peasants.
still fresh. But now I'm taking the
Concerts
opportunity
and
to sit
shows?
down and like thoroughly
Maybe
edit
if I was
this
on
together
stage,
and put
the
it
fuck?
on my YouTube. So yeah, that's basically how I found out. I just found out from a Hot Topic employee that I had blown up on TikTok and Twitter. Funny enough, I ended up telling my mom about it, and I didn't even have to tell my dad about it. He actually found out because his ex-girlfriend's son sent it to him through TikTok. And then when I was at the show yesterday, there were people who recognized me from the videos, like, yo, I've seen you on TikTok. So
Anytime you
I
have
was
something to
honestly
say,
shocked
post it.
how fast it had circulated. But
Can I
I
just-
guess that's the world we live in now, and that's, you know, the
Yeah, you
internet
can do
for
that.
it. Now I want to talk about what I think of the video. Do I regret doing it? No. I don't regret
You should.
doing it. I'm very proud of what I had done.
You should regret it. You're an emotional man-child, brother.
up until if it was just a song.
Learn how to
Slap.
take a joke. Learn how to take a joke. Don't let your emotions dictate your actions.
This
You have
this
anger
probably
issues.
is the proudest moment in his whole life.
And that's sad. Because it definitely shouldn't be. What do you think about that?
Aside
Nothing
from the
else
fact that they downplayed
Really
my
sad.
partner's abuse, I am just sick
Okay,
and
Justin
tired of these kinds of people. These dumb, trendy clout chasers that go around doing these dumb TikTok trends,
It's called motion.
harassing people in a public mall.
Harassing
Get
people.
a life and stop do.
This guy telling people to get a life is crazy.
Your girlfriend didn't think the same thing when they asked
Them.
them the question, and they responded. Yo, man does
That was an
not.
optional quest.
Yo, man does not have the.
That was an optional side quest, buddy.
They don't have the same opinion as you. You got real fucking mad over this video. You're screaming at the camera.
Doing this.
This is an
Furthermore,
act. When you're a YouTuber, you can tell when something's highly scripted and or rehearsed.
He reacted.
Whenever there's a lot of ums and thinking, you can tell that's kind of like first take. But something like that, like I can tell he re-recorded that a few times,
around
or at least
doing
heavily
these dumb
meditated it.
TikTok
This sentence.
And
trends,
he chose this.
Yeah.
harassing people in a public mall.
That was super premeditated
Get
and or rehearsed.
a
I can tell because I
life.
record videos.
and
He's looking
stop,
at it.
Yeah, you see it?
stop
He looked at the
doing
script.
this.
I do the same
Furthermore, this situation especially pissed me off because now this guy was bringing his 5-year-old cousin around, and now he's being exposed to this brain rot, and he could easily turn into.
What is the 5-year-old cousin getting exposed to? You guys? You fuckers? Yeah.
Brain rot.
You're the brain rot, home.
Your man is a man.
One of my favorite YouTubers, Asmongold, he reacted to this and he was super on Goop's side. Asmongold said, yeah, absolutely. One of your boys is getting, shit on. You should absolutely go defend them. I feel like my dad would be on Goop's side. But I feel like I'm not like my dad. My dad says if yo girl getting disrespected like that, you gotta go put it all on the line and look like a fool protecting her.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. He did good until the phone, or after the phone.
Yeah, him not fighting them was bad. It's like, but how do I put? I just feel like acting out of emotion is never good. I don't like being an emotional person.
Once you moon them, it was all in the bag, bro. It was all.
It's over. Well, yeah. What do we think of the situation?
Turn
The
into
video's
him.
over.
And that's fucking sad. That is
You're sad.
really sad. So no, I don't regret any of it. I was defending my partner.
Public mall interviews is a really It's a really underrated skill that a lot of people feel like they could do, but they don't. And it's like, why don't you try it if you think it's so easy?
Future PDX Mark content.
Why don't you go interview people if you think? Honestly, the only thing I'm missing is a mic. I'm being for real.
I'll do it with you.
I don't have a little mic to. It would have to be like in the phone, like
Dude,
some bullshit.
we could ask some people some crazy questions.
Yeah, you want to be the camera? Yeah, let's go get.
No, I want to ask questions too.
Gonna make a Ronnie channel.
After you make it.
What do you mean? After I make it?
Yeah, we're gonna be like.
I already made it, bro. What do you mean? I got money off the YouTube, bro. I got 2K subs. No, for real. What are you on about? I got 1 million views. You know that?
Yeah, but I'll just be your Chris. Nah, Chandler.
I don't need no Chris's, bro.
They'll be like, Ronnie, why don't you make your own channel? And I'll be like, alright, maybe one day, guys.
Look at this, bro.
You need to stop making shorts.
Stop?
Yeah.
That's where all my views come from. No, but look at those views, though.
But did they pay for the same amount of views?
Shorts, 3 million views on a short equals $1,000. So once you have the audience for it, absolutely.
On one short?
Yeah, one short. No, any amount of shorts. You get 3 million. It's 3 million views on shorts in the span of 90 days. You'll get paid.
Common PDX Mark W.
Common classic PDX Mark W.
Common.
You do not go up to my partner and ask them about their traumatic experiences
Yeah, let's end it
and then
post
make
it.
fun of it.
I'm
I am never going to take that
I'm done
lightly.
with you, Mr.
And this is a
Blue.
message
nothing else
to
to add.
Christopher and the rest of his crew. You owe me
His crew?
and my partner an apology. I'm sorry that
For Womp Womp.
I made an impulsive decision to moon you specifically, and that your cousin got in the middle of it. But you
Mooning is a serious
started
thing.
it.
I mooned an old lady one time. Mooning is a serious thing. I mooned an old lady one time. Summer going into my freshman year. And for that, they were trying to charge me with indecent exposure.
You have to know how to act, Mr. Goop, and you don't. And here's the thing. Should I be more emotional like Mr. Goop here?
No.
Should I be more sympathetic?
You
to
should
the
have
situation?
smacked the phone, but that's it.
I don't think we should be getting softer as humans. You know what I mean? I think we need to be hard.
If you are soft, you look like Mr. Goop. Your room looks like him, and you have an illness. A mental illness.
I think that was the smartest thing Ronnie's ever told me. Low key, yeah. He's an emotional man, child. He lets his emotions dictate his actions. Like a woman. You gotta be logical.
Well, I mean, that's kind of... It seems like that's kind of their thing.
Yeah, but it's a sad route I see a lot of humans going into.
Being trans?
That's not even what I meant. Just letting their emotions dictate their life.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
You're sick.
Letting your emotions dictate your life is never the move.
Being uncomfortable in your own body is a mental illness.
Yeah. Ooh, dude, that's a hot take. You going to war with the trans community?
No, I respect him. You know, your mental illness is valid.
Yeah.
But if you were just trans and didn't fucking wear a flag and make it your personality, like, I don't know. A lot of people do that, and it's like
we gotta end the stream, bro. We gotta end the stream, bro.
I respect it, but like
you didn't mean it.
It shouldn't be your everything, you know.
He's just trying to make clip content, guys. He doesn't know what he thinks. Okay.
Am I not supposed to say that?
I'm scared.
I have transgender friends.
I don't want to get canceled.
I
don't want them to say he's anti-trans.
I have transgender friends that say they hate trans people. I don't hate trans people, but you guys can keep it to yourself.
I'm very careful with who I allow my energy to go near. I don't have a lot of friends.
But like, you're not going around being like, yeah, straight sex.
Right. That's a good point.
I'm not fucking bitches. I'm fucking bitches. Like
straight sex. Woo! Yeah. That's super valid. It's like, yeah, I get that. Alright, that's gonna be the end for this video. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.
woo, straight sex.